Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching The Flash Season 1, Episode 21. This one is all the name that I can't say because I'm not sure how you say it. I don't know if it's Grodd, whatever. It's the gorilla. Anyway, he lives. So the last episode that I watched, Harrison has been officially revealed. And he's hiding. And he's stolen Eddie, his relative, in some way. And Iris, I think, has figured out Barry is the Flash, or she thinks that it might be Barry, but I don't know if there would be any way for Barry to like play that off as in you're crazy, you know, or if he'll admit it. Yeah, I don't know. I think they have to tell Iris the truth now because she's in danger, definitely. So, yeah. Anyway, so if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter or would like to get early access to my reactions or would like to watch the full reactions over on my Patreon, links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
Think about your best friend. It could be your wife, your father, maybe someone you grew up with. It's the person you can't wait to talk to at the end of the day. The person who knows everything about you, who roots for you. Now imagine you discover your best friend has a secret. No, not a secret, a universe of secrets. Would you confront him? Would you stay silent? Either way, you know nothing will ever be the same again.
Anything?
No. I mean, I've looked everywhere.
How long has he been gone?
Keep looking.
Of course, yeah.
The man in yellow. He took Eddie right in front of me.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
No, not at all.
No,
The Flash was there. He told me to go home and not to talk to anyone because he would fix it, but he hasn't. I think the police should be out there searching for Eddie.
No, Iris.
My dad needs to know the truth.
I think that the Flash is right. Joe and the cops, they're no match for the man in yellow, Iris. They would just get hurt.
So you think the Flash is out there? Right now, searching for Eddie?
I'm sure he's doing everything he can to find him.
Yeah, well, I'm finding it pretty hard to trust the Flash right now.
Well, then trust me.
Get down!
You picked a bad day for this, pal.
You're not bulletproof, Barry.
When Rainbow Raider got in my head, all I felt was anger, but this was not that. This was just overwhelming fear.
Looks like when you went down, the thief got disoriented too.
Maybe we both got whammied.
Then you know how it feels.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just put a lock on the door.
Hi, Barry. Or should I say, the Flash?
Well, at least she stopped the passive-aggressive thing and just came out.
How did you find out?
When I touched the Flash the other night, I felt a jolt of electricity. The only other time I have ever felt anything like that was when you were in a coma after the accident. Does Eddie know?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Is that why he got kidnapped?
No, I don't know why Wells took Eddie.
Dr. Wells is the man in yellow?
Wells killed my mom.
Is he gonna kill Eddie?
No, he's not. I'm gonna get Eddie back, I swear.
Yeah, the Flash said the same thing.
Look, Iris, you have to believe me. There were so many times I wanted to tell you. You were the first person I wanted to tell, but everything started getting crazy, and I thought maybe Joe was right, and I should have...
Oh, no.
Wait, you're
Oh,
telling
no.
me that my dad knew? And
He's
he
gonna be
told
mad at
you not to
him.
tell me?
He was trying to protect you.
Yeah, well, maybe it's time you both stopped.
Did you know that human beings can survive up to 2 months without food.
You know, if he's a relative, you might want to not hurt him because then you might not ever be
I doubt
born.
it'll come to.
Unless the rules are different.
You told me we're related. That you're from the future. Prove it.
Yeah, I don't have to prove anything.
Well, I think you're full of crap. And whatever you're trying to do, you're not gonna get away with it because the Flash is...
Stop talking.
Does he know she knows? Is that why he's
I
there?
heard you talk to Barry. So this is what my cold shoulder treatment feels like.
I was wrong. I was just trying to keep you safe.
You know, that excuse is getting really old.
You know what the man in yellow is capable of. He killed cops. He killed Mason Bridge.
Wells killed Mason.
If the world finds out about Wells, they find out about Barry. I'm trying to keep him safe, too.
Did you ever stop to think that looping me in would keep me safe? That if I knew what was going on out there, I could prepare for it? Maybe I could have helped you and Barry put the bad guys away instead of being in the way.
Believe me, I ask myself that question every single day. Every time you posted something new about the Flash on your blog.
Dad, it's not just about Barry being the Flash. You knew how he felt about me for God knows how long, and you didn't tell me that either.
That wasn't for me to tell, Iris.
That's true.
Well, you know what? If any of you had been honest with me, maybe Eddie would still be here. He wouldn't have gotten involved in all of this if I hadn't been dating him.
Are you saying if you had known how Barry felt?
What I am saying is that what happened to Eddie is your fault.
I mean, she's right about most of that, but that Barry thing
Yeah,
about
boss.
how he felt, that was not his place to say anything to her about it. So she's
I just got a call from Joe.
wrong on that. Oh shit. Joe, be careful.
Weapon!
Keep shooting.
do this.
Pointing a gun at you. Why haven't you shot yet?
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not dead.
General Eiling.
What did he do to him? Why is the gorilla one gold?
What is wrong
Or is this all
with him?
Wells?
Pulled.
Eiling. Not here. Eiling. Bad.
Maybe it's some kind of psychotic break,
I think
presenting
it's the
itself as
gorilla
dissociative
talking.
identity disorder.
Keep. Keep. Good.
Thank you.
Why is Eiling bad?
Eiling. Hurt me. I hurt Eiling. I am Grodd. Fear me.
That's why Caitlyn good.
Grodd is a gorilla.
5 years ago, Eiling and Wells were working on a project to expand soldiers' cognitive abilities during battle.
What we didn't realize is that Eiling was trying to create soldiers with psychic abilities.
What do you mean, psychic?
Eiling was trying to create these super soldiers with telepathic and telekinetic capabilities.
But when Dr. Wells found out about the terrible experiments that Eiling was doing, he shut down the entire project.
So our psycho killer has a soft spot for animals.
What happened to Grodd?
We don't know. After the particle accelerator exploded, I went down to check on him, and his cage was empty.
So he could have been affected by the same energy that hit Barry.
When the dark matter hit Grodd, all the drugs and serums that Eiling injected him with could have activated. Maybe the accelerator explosion created a meta-gorilla. And I think we know what happens when a super intelligent ape who's pissed off at humans escapes captivity.
Cisco's right about the first part.
He's
This
a
is the
pretty fan
first
of the
brain
apes,
scan that I
think.
did on Grodd. I think that somehow Grodd is transmitting neurosignals to Eiling's primary motor cortex. Mind control, telepathy, who knows what Grodd is capable of now.
What do we think Grodd wants?
I don't think it's a coincidence that this gorilla shows up at the very same time we're looking for Wells.
Grodd and Wells always did have a special bond.
It wouldn't surprise me if Wells was using Grodd to distract us. If we find Grodd, we find Wells. If we find Wells,
We find Eddie, and I'm gonna help.
Know anything about gorillas?
I just might. A few months ago, 2 sewer workers went missing. The search party reported hearing strange animal-like noises down in the tunnels.
I'm coming too.
Huh. Wading through miles of rats, roaches, and human excrement? Count me out. Count me in.
Grodd. He's evolving. He's getting smarter.
Getting smarter. Great.
If I hadn't seen Jurassic Park, I wouldn't be nearly as frightened right now.
I'm scared. The fact that Wells knew where this gorilla was makes me scared that he's gonna be bad. I already said that he was bad because he killed some people, but I don't know.
That must
Maybe
have been a
he's
truck
not.
passing over, right?
Cisco?
She's talking. Trying to communicate. I know that sounds so stupid.
He's out cold! Joe!
Oh shit, it's making him turn the gun on himself.
What are you doing to me? Help! Cisco, help me! No, no! Father, hate gun. Father, you mean Wells? Wells, is that what you mean? Where is he? Not here. Is this what you want? You can have it. It's yours. Grodd, hate, banana.
The images you saw were some kind of psychic attack by Grodd.
First, Eddie gets taken by the man in yellow, and now my dad.
We're gonna save both of them, Iris. I promise you. And this isn't his fault. None of this is his fault. Look, yes, maybe Joe told me not to tell you that I was the Flash, but I didn't have to listen. I could have told you 100 times. I could have told you, and I didn't. So you're right to be mad, but don't be mad at your dad. Be mad at me.
You were supposed to be my best friend, Barry.
I am your best friend.
How can you say that when the most important things in your life, the things that matter the most, the things that you're supposed to share, you kept all of them from me? You lied to me about everything.
I know, Iris. Look, I know. But you haven't been entirely honest with me either.
What are you talking about?
At Christmas, when I told you how I felt, you said that you didn't feel the same way, but I just feel like, I don't know, maybe things aren't that simple. Am I wrong?